Getting better and getting pucks deep.
Putting the puck deep.
Put pucks in deep.
He's chipping pucks. He's getting pucks deep.
Getting a lot of pucks deep. Getting pucks deep.
Just put the puck deep.
Getting pucks out. Getting pucks deep.
Get pucks deep. Wear them down.
Get pucks in.
Pucks in.
Pucks in deep.
Puck deep.
Pucks deep.
Keep getting pucks deep and deep.
Fuck you,
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pucks and Deep podcast. I'm Brown Vetchkin, also known as Dark Chocolate, also known as Ellie. I'm here with the Sleepinator himself.
Yes, sir.
Also known as Parker. I'm here with
Yep.
the empty net merchant, man. Absolute legend here, but lane assist still scores more goals than him. It's Evan, and I'm also here with the Junior C legend, the guy who shits on Lane Hudson the most, even though Lane Hudson is the greatest defenseman in the National Hockey League. How's it going, Kylan?
No, he's not, dude. He's fucking shit.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm so hyped about Lane Hudson, man. Absolute legend. He's gonna win the rookie. He's gonna win the Calder.
No, the secondary assist merchant.
Lane Hudson will win the Calder this year.
Dude, all of his assists are pretty much goalie assists.
I'm back on the Lane Hudson deal. I think Lane Hudson, Wolf, Celebrini's so freaking good though.
Celebrini and Wolf will win it.
Celebrini's so freaking good.
Celebrini or Wolf will win it.
Dude, I went to the Sharks game on Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. And dude, just watching Celebrini live, holy shit, this kid's gonna be good. He's gonna dominate for the next few years. Like Bedard and Celebrini is the future of Hockey Canada. I don't think there's a question about that.
So we just want to jump to that topic then on the topic of Bedard.
Do you want to? Yeah, let's do it. Actually,
on the topic of Connor Bedard, we're gonna start off talking about his whole situation. Came into the season, the league last year, won the Calder, and now this year he has had like 57 line combinations and I think season so far. I want to know what you guys think about that. Personally, I think it's just the fact that he is, and people are calling him a bust or underwhelming because he's supposed to be a generational talent. He hasn't, came in and breaking into the league like we thought he would. But
he did though. He
did. When you're put with guys who probably be
look at the difference between the
teams.
two bottom teams, San Jose and Chicago. San Jose has other young players like Will Smith and a good young goaltender, while Chicago has
Seth Jones
and
no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth. That's what I was saying. Like,
I mean, Ryan Donato's having a good
Jones.
season, but if Ryan Donato's probably your second best player.
Like San Jose has so many prospects and stuff that makes them exciting.
Yeah, no, Chicago, I'm like, it's...
Plus people are scrutinizing Bedard way too much.
And also draft-wise, too, like, some of the picks are making us a little question. Like, Korshinsky, I think everyone was kind of hyped for him. He hasn't really... He's still like 20, 21. He's still young.
Yeah, but...
again, he hasn't really lived up to the hype of being the 7th overall pick. Also, Levish, oh my God, what's his name? The second overall pick from last year. Let's be honest here. Is he even a top 2 defenseman in that class just as of right now? Again, it's still early. But as of right now and prospect-wise, I'd put Parek and Yakimchuk ahead of him.
I would put Parek and Yakimchuk ahead of him as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll never know why teams pick who they do because the scouting reports is so different and teams look for different things in different guys. And like we saw with Shane Wright a couple of years ago, one thing can throw off your entire draft class just because of one arrogant play or anything like that. And now Shane Wright's now up to 13th in the NHL.
He's also fucked because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with Bedard, he's still on pace to lead their team, and he's playing with fourth liners. Personally, I think it's too early to call him a bust, and people are still young.
You can't call him a bust because he had more points than Patrick Kane did in his rookie and whatever sophomore year, and those were the teams that made the playoffs.
I think the reason why people are calling him a bust is because the hype level. Like, I'll be honest, I think the Bedard hype was bigger than the McDavid hype. I'll say it. I think the Bedard hype was bigger than the McDavid hype.
It's probably about the same.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
Again, you have an argument there, but Bedard's expectation was a top 5 player in this league, and not many players.
Yeah, but he's playing on
that.
Chicago.
He's
like
in
Edmonton
Chicago.
had,
I know, but I'm trying to
4 first overall picks before and made
you
the
want to know why he's
after.
underwhelming is because first of all, the hype level is honestly, let's be honest, it's really hard to reach. And Chicago.
People are not irresponsible, are unrealistic in their views. They think an 18-year-old generational talent should break in the NHL and be like what McDavid was or like what Crosby was and just break in the NHL and be this phenomenal
he is like
game-changing
McDavid.
player.
He's got a very similar points per game.
100%. He's like similar points per game, but they
not
think
next to
that
McDavid.
they'll think
in their rookie year?
In the rookie
year? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Or in sophomore year? Like, they're fairly close.
Yeah, you're right.
People think that when you break into the NHL, you should just be able to make this huge... People don't realize how big the jump is. They don't think about the fact that it's going to take, like... Even
Kyle
if he's
would
doing
know the
fantastic-
jump from juniors to
Yeah, big time.
I'm aware of how big the jump is. Look at me and Parker. We are aware of how big jumps are.
You're just aware of how big you guys are.
Dude,
Exactly.
Kylan was the first overall pick for the Quebec Nordiques.
Yes. Anyway, but as I was saying,
I just catch strays whenever Evan's here.
I know, right?
you deserve them.
You just catch strays, period.
But what I was saying was like they don't realize that the huge gap it is. And Bedard's producing at like a huge rate for the age he is. They just expect him to be this. You getting comfortable there?
A little too comfortable.
They just expect him to be this like 90-point scorer in his first 2 seasons.
Yes.
I don't understand it.
Of course.
Like, do you guys think it's the line matchups he has? Do you think it has anything to do with it?
It's just
No,
the whole
it's-
roster.
Like, I
Fucking
mean,
dog
who is he
shit.
playing
You
with?
got no
Do
help.
any of you guys know who he's playing with right
I
now?
don't know.
Like,
He's
Tyler Bertuzzi is the first one that comes to my
He's
mind.
had like
Yeah.
he's playing with fourth line guys. On
If I had to watch one Blackhawks game, I might kill myself. So I haven't checked him. If I'm being completely
you
honest.
used to be a Blackhawks fan though.
Well, I'll like him if they. I like.
They
him.
got
It's
nothing but Bedard.
Just, yeah, exactly.
They are.
You cheer for the Blackhawks and Hockey Canada?
Yeah, Evan, my guy.
Hey, let's not forget half that team was Canadian.
Yeah, true.
Oh, so yeah, Hockey Canada's finest.
How this is a topic every time.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
He's
don't
currently
know.
playing with Bertuzzi and Donato.
Who the fuck
Donato's
is Donato?
alright.
Ryan
but-
Donato's having a great year.
Ryan Donato. Sorry.
Ryan
that was
Donato.
my
Yes,
fault.
Ryan Donato. Like, let's be honest, he's having a pretty decent year, I think.
Not bad.
I'm just trying to find his points right now. I know Donato's having a pretty good season. They're looking to trade
Well,
him
you can't
too.
even just look at points in Chicago. Like you gotta look at. Oh, yeah, you gotta look at the other stats, but it's tough.
Like, let's be honest. I mean, first of all, I think Donato and Bertuzzi are probably high-end third liners, low-end second liners.
Not
my
second
opinion.
liner, third liner for Bertuzzi.
Donato could be a low.
Bertuzzi, I think, can be a low-end second liner. Low-end. I said low-end for a reason. Right? He's not a first
He's
liner.
a low end on a shit team. He's not going to be
Like,
on the second
Donato's
line
putting
in
up
a decent
40
team.
points in 57 games. That's not a bad.
How old is
point
Donato?
He
not
is currently
super old.
28.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
But
like you look at this draft.
I brought this topic up because there's that clip that came out of Bedard in the penalty box looking like he's absolutely wanting to kill himself.
Yeah.
That was
mean,
so funny.
There is kind of a great generational scorer in this next draft. Imagine putting Bedard and Misa together. Oh.
Yeah, but Bedard's supposed to be Bedard's supposed to be your shooter. I don't know if you want another shooter with him.
Who gives a fuck?
That-
They want Michael Misa.
I was gonna say,
I get
they're
that,
just
100%,
2 offensive
100%,
threats.
100%.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm sorry, good players find a way
Could you
to play
imagine a
together.
Celebrini combo with Misa though? That'd be fucking deadly.
That would be deadly.
The only combo I don't want to see is Misa and Lane Hudson.
But,
'cause
like-
Montreal is the waster of all talent.
Okay, hypothetically, Blackhawks somehow. Okay, first of all, fuck
Montreal-
you.
They're not waster of all
They're not
talent.
even in the fucking lottery right now.
I know.
No, we're almost in the wild card position, and we're gonna get it. Okay.
No, you're
but
not. You have
back
Lane
to-
Hudson.
Back to the.
You don't have a consistent goaltender for your life.
Hey, we have world champion Samuel Montembeault. So,
The guy who got an A in the school project and did fuck all.
but hypothetically, Blackhawks get the first overall pick. Who are you guys going with? Because, like, let's be honest, everyone, from what I'm
Pick?
seeing right now, it
Misa.
says Schaefer.
No, it's
Misa.
Schaefer
Misa.
seems to be the
It's
unanimous
Misa.
number one.
No.
Who's got 30
Do
goals?
you go for another
who's got
defenseman,
50
though,
goals in 50
right?
Games? Nah, you gotta
They've
go.
drafted
No, you
defensemen
go
in the
Michael
last
Misa.
2.
Wasn't
no.
Haig supposed to go number 1 too?
Hayes was supposed to.
But yeah, besides the Bedard season, because I think Krasinski was
It's
in
weird.
2022.
This year has pretty good prospects. It has like a good top 3 with Misa, Higgs, and Schaefer. So
I don't think you go
know.
Higgs. I don't think you go Higgs.
He'll be top 3. I don't think he'll be number 1, but
No, you'll be top
I mean,
3
but
for
like,
sure.
who's the
but
best fit for the Blackhawks?
you
It's
go with
probably
Misa.
Misa,
You go
right?
with Misa.
I think Misa-
for sure.
Because
He's
he's selected defenseman too already.
Schaefer's fantastic, but you can't go with Schaefer because you already have a defenseman that's supposed to be coming up, eh?
Yeah.
Last year.
Krasinski, yeah, I guess you
You
give
got Krasinski. You
Levish
got
his
best.
Seth Jones, dude, they're locked. Don't worry.
Seth Jones. Nah,
Wants a
dude.
trade.
Maybe.
Yeah,
ask for a
maybe if
trade.
they're in
That's another thing I
Columbus,
want to
Seth
ask:
Jones.
is do you guys think Seth Jones will get traded?
No, well,
Well,
I
I mean,
mean-
they'll find a spot, but no one's gonna take that contract unless it's in
Yeah.
a 3-way deal where you get someone to eat the cap and then you get like a 3rd-round pick.
Do you think
back or
Chicago will eat the cap to get rid of him?
something. They'll eat some? Like I think
Maybe.
they'll
Some.
retain 25, another team will retain 25, and then they can get like I don't know.
Edmonton
Oh, I mean
Oilers.
Seth Jones for like 4.5. Is
Edmonton-
pretty
Or
nice.
just Seth Jones for
Edmonton-
Boucher or
Edmonton
Nurse
Oilers are
for
knocking
one.
on the door right there.
Dude, come on. They've already have a literal Seth Jones called Darnell Nurse.
They need 2.
Like overpaid
They
back
have
defenseman.
two. It's called
like,
Bouchard.
You already
They
have
need
one.
3. Imagine half your defensive core being freaking useless.
I know, right? And hella salary
Absolutely
too.
useless.
Yeah.
I'll be it's exciting to see what Boucher's going to get this summer. It'll be really exciting to me.
Well,
$2 million,
what's
maybe.
if Bouch was signed to a $9 million or whatever, what's 8.5.
I'm thinking
whatever. Like that's not as bad as signing Nurse to that much. Like Nurse is only okay 2 ways, while Bouchard is a pretty damn good offensive defenseman.
Yeah, but he can't play defense.
So-
He's a
to save
defensive
his
liability.
life.
Yeah, but like
He's a forward playing the defensive
He is a
position.
defensive liability. 100%.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Nurse is a liability on both ends, while
That's true.
while Bouchard's
True,
a good
true.
offensive
That's true.
Hey, you know what?
But at least Nurse is somehow still better at defense.
Nurse
than
gets a
Boone.
At
lot
least,
of
at
shit.
least Nurse is a hot sister. So
Okay, fuck.
Yo,
Because that's what matters, guys. That's what
Exactly.
matters.
That's what
I
matters.
legit, dude. Sarah
That's
Nurse
all
is
that
fucking
matters.
goated at hockey.
Isn't that
too.
cousin?
she's better than her brother.
She is better than Darnell, dude. Put her in the league.
She is. Yeah, she's a beast. Yeah.
Did you see I don't know why this is
PWHL
on here,
fight?
but the PWHL
Yes,
updated the
I
fighting
was gonna
rule.
say, we should probably
they
do
updated
that.
the fighting rule. They said that it's any intent to swing on a player repeatedly or make it difficult for the linesman to break it up, and it results in a 5-minute game misconduct.
yeah.
So
Like,
there was
that's-
a fight in the PWHL, wasn't there?
Yeah, I would
There
count
was,
it.
yeah.
It's just there's no cages. So
Well,
you
we've been
punch
talking
with
about
gloves. It does nothing. That's the only
Yeah.
problem. I'm fine with
I
them
think
fighting.
I
but
think go full lacrosse mode. I don't see chicks fight. Go full lacrosse mode. Drop the gloves. Take off the helmet. Just
Do you
get her.
go know why women's hockey wears cages? Like, why can't they wear visors?
Why? It's a great question.
well, I would still choose to wear visors or a cage. So I don't know.
I think
why?
it's fair.
Why they can't wear visors? I'm not fully sure the reason. I think they should be. Like we talked about with
It should just all be personal choice. Like if you
Yeah.
want to wear a cage,
Yeah.
like in the show, it doesn't matter. You can wear a cage if you want. Like you only wear a bubble if you're injured, but you
I
could
think-
wear a bubble if you
I
want.
think the reason why is just because that's what they're all used to. I think it's because international play is all ruled.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with
This is
them.
weird.
Well, it's because for the longest time, international rules international was the biggest for women's hockey, and they're
Yeah.
probably just trying to replicate.
I'd
those
still say
rules.
it is.
Fair enough, but I meant like there's like before the PWHL, there was no real league.
That is fair.
Actually,
Before that.
one-
So I think they're just trying to replicate that.
one more thing we can talk about. The PWHL is apparently going to be expanding for next season.
Ooh.
Yes.
I
Vancouver
want to
team?
talk about that. Where do you
I
guys
don't
wanna
think they'll
see
go.
them?
I
They
don't
won't go
think
that far
they can
west.
They'll
go
go far
west.
west. They'll stay east. They'll stay east for now.
I think the
I think we like
farthest west they go
Philadelphia.
is like Regina. I think is the farthest west
No,
they'll go.
no. If the league
That would be
if the
Regina.
league gets big enough, they'll go out to Vancouver because it's a big enough
Probably.
market.
I don't think
But
it-
it won't be for
but-
the next,
I think
like,
the
5-6
furthest
years.
west would be Winnipeg.
No,
You
I
think?
think
Most,
You
yeah.
think? Yeah.
they're going
I
to end
think
up in Calgary somehow.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. They will
I
end up
think
in Calgary
Edmonton
somehow.
first. I think Edmonton.
No,
would
I think
happen.
Calgary will
Edmonton
get
would
first.
get a team
No,
first.
No.
not
So-
once Calgary has a new arena.
The reason
No,
why
I
I'm
guess,
saying
yeah.
Calgary.
If
Well,
CSEC
Rogers Place's arena is only like 4 years old.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
if CSEC makes a deal with them, which is the Calgary Sports and Entertainment Corporation,
Yes.
If they make a deal with PWHL to buy a team, and they're looking for that, and they can put them in the new arena,
Yeah, but
then they'll take it.
they're gonna have to expand like increasingly west. Like
I
I,
don't
think
think-
the
yeah,
next
but I
team
think they're
is gonna
probably
be
going to go south.
Philadelphia.
I don't think Calgary's
next
or
they're probably going to go
south.
south. I think like Miami probably gets a team. Maybe
That's even
Carolinas,
far too,
maybe?
though.
That
I was
is
gonna
far.
say
maybe
like,
Carolina. Yeah,
My three
No.
guesses
You
were
could- you could
Pittsburgh,
expect maybe
Philly,
places
or
like-
Raleigh were my three guesses.
I think
Carolina.
okay.
I
Philly-
think Philly is.
Philly
in my
for
opinion,
sure.
I think you
Philly.
put the
Philly
first
for
team.
sure, but-
Raleigh is in Carolina.
I think
That's
you're
what
going to
I'm saying,
add by
yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you put one in Canada, one in the States. In the States, it's Pennsylvania. Philly or Pittsburgh. I think those are the two best markets.
Philly
there.
would be better.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah,
your choice, whatever you
50-50,
want,
whatever.
right? Pittsburgh, I think, is more of a hockey market, but Philly is
Pittsburgh has
still
so many
wants it.
retirement home people there.
As for Canadian, the way I saw Halifax show up, I kind of think I would take the risk there.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a great
that's fair.
arena.
That's fair.
They have really no professional team there.
But did you guys see how bad Colorado wanted a team too?
But again, that's far west.
I think
It's far west, but
If
I
you
think it could
continue
work.
Like there's
Expanding?
good markets out west, but
I
I think
know.
they're gonna have to do at least one or two
They're
more
gonna do
teams.
Colorado
out
and
east.
I mean, they
Calgary
already have
together.
Minnesota. Why not?
If
That's
if
still. I mean, yeah, that's right on the-
if they're gonna do East, I think Ali's right. I think they're gonna do two East teams. I think they'll do probably.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even say. I'd maybe if they wanted to go start moving slightly west, like kind of in that Minnesota range, they could go with Winnipeg as the next
That's
one.
the
for
next one,
Canada.
You know where they
I'd
could
probably-
throw a
I'd probably
team though?
do-
Quebec City.
I'd probably do Winnipeg rather.
I could see a Quebec City team.
I think that's another great one. They have a NHL ready arena, right?
Yeah.
And no team that's ever going to come there. So
But like I
Someone's
do
gotta use
either
it.
Winnipeg or Quebec. I wouldn't go Halifax.
The
Just too much
problem
risk.
is, and maybe the problem is, I think I'm gonna be honest, is like the talent pool. Like if you expand 2 more franchises, like I'm sure that's enough to fill
Yeah.
good competitive teams. But if you expand within like 5 teams, I know they're gonna do that very quickly, but like the saturation might get too high.
Yeah,
It might
but
get too spread out. Like that's what I was wondering.
It's the same thing in the NHL that happened though. For a while there, the NHL was too unsaturated.
But the differences in men and women's hockey is like the development. Like Canada like women's hockey when the pinnacle was Olympics, which it still is, it has been Canada US by far ahead. of other
think
nations, which is why I think it might be a problem to expand to too many cities. But
a
that's just-
comparable
Yeah.
league to me is the WNBA. What they did is they got up to 10 and then they stopped expanding for like a good 10, 20 years.
yeah.
And then when you have that star power, because like you got
Because
the
now
Caitlin
you've
Clark,
got because
now they're expanding
because
by 4
WNBA
teams.
solidified itself as an actual league that
Exactly.
it could hold players. Same with the PWHL, where it's competitive and it has people that want to
I
watch
think
it.
what they
That's
need
why
to
I think
do-
it'll be like 2 or 3 teams, and they'll wait for a while.
What they need
Yeah.
to do is they need to guarantee, hey, this is a league. It's going to continue going just like the WNBA did. Once you get that star that you can market around, that's when you expand.
What I
Like
was
people
gonna-
were concerned about saturation with NHL too,
Yeah.
like with
Yeah.
Seattle and Vegas. But now think of it with like a much smaller sample size.
what I was gonna say is like the PWHL. I think what they should do, and this is my personal opinion, and obviously there's a reason why I'm not part of that top end of the organization. I do two teams now, like you said. I do one to keep me, so I do one in either Pennsylvania or Carolina. So either Raleigh or like probably either Philly or Pittsburgh, and then I'd go into Canada, either go Winnipeg or Quebec City. Now, once those are done, I wait like
Winnipeg
3
is still too west, I think. But yeah, I know
No,
what you mean.
it's
No,
in
it's
Minnesota.
not because of Minnesota.
It's right in Minnesota.
That's a 4-hour
And that's the reason why, because then you
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Winnipeg and Minnesota. I think they're both too far west for the next 2 teams that are coming. Is my point.
Minnesota's already a team though. That's why I'm saying Winnipeg would be good, because it's not going farther west than you already have.
Yeah, maybe.
It's pushing it,
Could
which
throw
is
in
good.
Chicago maybe.
That's a good market there.
throw in
That's
Chicago.
probably even better than anything we've named.
Yeah,
Detroit
probably,
is another
like-
one. I think that might have
Detroit,
a
Yeah,
good
but they
yeah.
got shot
right?
there, so
You can get shot in Chicago
You can do
too. What the
Buffalo.
fuck's the difference?
I think Pennsylvania is the best market right now for
Pennsylvania,
the
and do one in
PWHL.
Canada. I do.
Because Pittsburgh is a hockey town, let's be honest. Pittsburgh has embraced hockey.
So is Philly. They're
Yes,
just both
I mean,
Philly
yes,
has
yes,
too.
Yeah,
yes.
Pittsburgh's a hockey town.
Philly's just a sports
Pittsburgh's a
town,
hockey
period.
town because their baseball team sucks. I would know.
Yeah.
I wonder.
But their hockey team sucks too. So
True.
Well, I mean, they've been blessed with 2 generational talents.
More
Arguably
than
2 top
that.
3 players of all time.
more than that,
More than that.
fucking
But-
Yager, Lemieux,
Malkin,
Crosby,
yeah,
Malkin,
Letang,
like they've had
Fleury.
players. Like
Like-
I just bet now.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I do those 2 teams right now, and then I wait 3, 4, 5 years, and then I'd probably look at West. And the 2 teams I'd look at first is, I do Colorado,
Yeah.
and then the other one I'd look at.
Where does the
would be
PWHL
Calgary.
draft players from?
College,
College.
usually
College.
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 NCAA D1, or I mean, there is a female junior league. It's just not very.
That's
good.
what I was wondering.
Compared to college.
Yeah, I think
it's
the
not as
development
good.
programs. So like that's where you'd have to base your expansion off of.
Yes. Yeah, I think honestly they're gonna end up in Calgary just because it's the Hockey Canada hub and a lot of women's players do live here already.
I would argue that if you're going west, like you might as well jump over both cities and just go to Vancouver if you're gonna do
No, I think
No,
Calgary.
'cause
There's a
just
lot
for
of
the
women's
market,
players.
it
The
might be
reason
worth it.
why is because
Yeah.
all the Hockey Canada training camps, and let's be honest, if you get named to Hockey Canada, it's the highest of women's hockey right now. It is in Calgary, so most players do actually stay in Calgary.
Really? I thought
Yeah,
it would be
do,
out
yeah.
yeah, they
east.
do. Yeah, they do.
If
That's
they're
why
doing
Wickenheiser stayed in Calgary.
especially during their summer stuff. It's just during summer.
Yeah. So Calgary is already a market that's like known to be around
It'll
women's.
be.
Second of
it'll
all, in the
have to depend on the
CWHL,
arena.
the Canadian Women's Hockey League that folded before.
Right, because now we don't even know if the arena is going to happen right now just because of tariffs and stuff. Like there might be a postpone on it for now.
I
So
think-
I
yeah,
think
that
Edmonton.
is fair.
I think Edmonton's a bigger.
I highly doubt they'll postpone that arena because CSEC will get their way somehow. or another.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, they're already halfway done. You can't just leave
Yeah,
it, can
it's-
you?
it's
they're
already
not
probably
halfway,
done.
but you know what I mean.
Well, I was looking in there. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about how I got it, but I was looking in there. They're pretty.
they're
yeah,
far along, I
They're doing
suppose.
good. They're doing good.
Well,
Yeah,
3 months out of 3 years. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you don't know what's going to happen.
because next year's supposed to be our last year in the dome, right?
No,
Nope.
20,
Yeah?
27, 28 is the first season.
I
of the
thought
new
26, 27 was the first
No,
year.
27, 28.
Oh.
It's 3 years for the new arena.
Never mind.
It might open that summer, and then you might have like a showcase or two. But yeah, it's not supposed to open to the Flames till, or I guess any pro organization until.
Yeah, you're right. Fall of 2027. All right.
See how much it costs to rent out the dome for one final game with the boys.
Oh my god.
Are they demolishing the
Nah,
dome? I'm
too
pretty sure
much.
they are, right?
Dude,
Too
screw
much
McMahon.
money, dude.
Screw McMahon.
Too much money.
they're-
What do you want to play football on ice?
It's an awful idea.
That is a horrible idea. I got a concussion from doing that once.
How many concussions have you had?
Cuatro.
Nice.
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
4.
Okay.
In Spanish.
Oh, it's cuatro. I heard
Quattro.
cuatro.
No, Quattro.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You want to move on to the next subject, Colin?
we're not going to talk about an alley-led segment here. We're going to do some mock trades. It's
we
getting
are?
close to the
Okay.
trade deadline.
I
yeah.
know you have some fucked up mock trades, so let's hear it.
So technically, these
Probably.
aren't mine. This is just ones I found off of Puckpedia. These guys.
We're going to go with the first one here, okay?
Hey, I don't want any
Hey,
slander
wait,
towards puck
Wait, so do you
people.
want to call D-Dog for this one? Because I think this one's a
No, I
fun
don't
one.
want to
We're
call
calling
D-Dog.
D-Dog.
No, we have to call D-Dog. I showed Kylan one, and let's be honest,
Let's-
this one is
let's-
pure rage
let's-
bait.
Is it a Kyle Connor trade? Is that what we're
Let's
getting?
talk about it first.
Is
and
it a
then- and then
Hellbuck trade?
Let's talk about it first, and then we'll decide if we want to call it
Okay,
D-Dog. Okay.
this
So
one
to-
is pure rage bait.
to
Pure rage bait.
Toronto. Toronto receives Josh Morrissey and Keandre Miller.
No, well,
No,
Colin Miller.
Colin Miller, pardon me.
I was gonna say.
It's C-Miller, right? Receives Josh Morrissey and Colin Miller, and Winnipeg receives Morgan Riley and M. Rafai.
Rafa is a prospect.
That is a horrible trade.
That is an awful trade.
How old's Morrissey?
Like 28. I think
Yeah,
he is.
something
I
like
think he's
that.
a little bit older, but yeah, that's a.
The reason why I wanted to bring this one up is because I kind of want to get D-Dog to rage about this one.
I'm gonna call him right now.
So
Oh, we could pass on the Devon rage for now.
this is
I didn't
pure.
pass the D-Dog
Okay,
rage.
so are we ready for mine?
yeah, let's
Yeah.
Sweet.
Lead
All
us
right.
off here, Ali.
Do you guys want to start with the Flames? I think we might.
Yeah,
as
let's start
well.
with the Flames.
Okay.
Let's get Evan's rage bait. We'll do Flames. then we'll
First
go
one
to-
I
go
got.
to
This one was
Canucks.
interesting to me. The Flames get Casey Middlestad and Cal Ritchie
Be
for
like-
Miramanov, Kadri, a third, and a seventh.
Out of the second I hear Miro Manov's name in a trade, I'm good with it. I don't know, that's not bad.
The seventh I wouldn't get. The seventh's a bit.
Sorry,
much,
what's
I
the return again?
So you get the Flames get Casey Middlestad at 5.8 million and Cal Ritchie for Miramanov,
I do like that.
Kadri, a third, and a seventh.
I just think, I do like that trade.
Well,
And
I'd do the
I
seventh.
kind of hope you do
think
trade
the seventh
Kadri,
is
now
because
I hate trading Kadri. I think Kadri is
you
such an
shock- we
important
need
piece
to
of this
trade
team.
Kadri.
You're the only
Kadri.
one who doesn't want to trade Kadri.
Well, obvious.
I
Kadri's
mean,
been my guy for the
like,
longest time.
like shit's gonna happen either way, whether I wanted to or not. So I'm just gonna cheer for the team, or if they lose, whatever. But like, I think that Kadri would have to be traded.
So
'cause
Parker,
has a high-
if
he
you're
has
the
high
Avs GM, you're the Flames GM. Do you guys say yes?
I would, as a Flames GM, I would say yes. to that
Flames GM, you say yes. I don't know if you say yes as the Avs GM.
I was gonna
I
say.
would. If
Yeah?
if I was the
trade. I don't
Avs,
know the
I would.
Avs.
I don't know.
Like
again,
they're
you know Kadri
they're
fits.
they're a competitive team. They know where Kadri
Well,
fits.
plus
And
yeah,
Kadri's he's a rough guy. He's what 30. He's 34.
Plus,
but
they've already had Kadri, and he can fit in on that lower line.
the problem is
that
the problem is that like. What a more likely scenario I think would be is rather than tacking on a 7th rounder like you do in NHL trade mode, I think Avs would rather us retain a salary because
Yeah.
7.5 for another 5 years is tough.
This guy did put a retention on there, 850K on Kadri's salary.
Oh, that's like nothing. That's what 10%.
That is
so it's going to be
nothing.
around 6 million. So 6.15 for Kadri.
I would
That's not-
take.
I mean, I guess again,
For
as a
how many
Flames
more
GM, I
years?
would take that.
for I think 3 more years.
3 more years.
Yeah,
so what?
no,
He'll be
Kadri's-
37.
Kadri's signed 7 years.
If
Isn't he
I
4
was,
years left?
if I was the
Yeah, you're right,
Flames-
4 years.
Or so until he's 38, and
I
who knows
would-
if he's going to hold up when he's
But
38.
again, Nazem
like-
Kadri has fit with the Avalanche. He's
It
proven
was a
he can be
win now
winner with the
contract,
Avalanche.
which is
Yeah.
why I think that if he's being traded to a competitor like the Avalanche, I think they would take
I
it.
think
The reason why I
if
like
it's-
this for the Avalanche is because of the Nietzsche deal. You have Nietzsche as that 2C. I think Kadri fits as better as a 3C than Casey Middlestad, personally.
I was gonna say yeah. I would if I was the Avs and the Flames, I wouldn't want. If I was the Flames, I wouldn't give up the 7th round. I think it's just no need. I'd retain the salary, but I'd probably do like 20%.
I would rather give up a 7th rounder than retain salary, but it depends on what
like,
the receiver
Kylan,
would like.
if they're
I'm fine
like,
with
this
either.
deal is happening or not, like, it's not going to happen
Yeah,
if you
we're
don't
to-
add the 7th.
Yes or no? I, as a Flames GM, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, are we moving on to the next one?
Yeah, still
Okay.
Flames.
This one, it's a little rage bait for me, okay? David Reinbacher goes to the Calgary Flames. This is a 1-for-1
I take it already.
for Rasmus Anderson.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, take it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
that is an. I don't. Oh,
I hate that for the Habs.
I would take that as a.
hate that for the Habs. I mean, Rasmus Anderson's still a great defenseman, but I think Reinbacher is going to be incredible.
You're
Because
trading a
Reinbacher-
28-year-old who's a pretty good defenseman, but you're trading it for someone who could be an elite defenseman. Like I would say take that, especially in Calgary's position where we're at least 4 years out looking on being
Calgary
a good team
take
again.
that. Yes, as Habs, I don't know why you do that because your team's not in win now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your team's
Reinbacher
not
and
doing
Hudson
that.
are going to run this league for the next 10
Anderson's
years.
going to want like 6.5,
Reinbacher,
7
maybe.
mil, which
Hudson,
is
no.
fine if you're
Yeah,
being
Hudson,
paid
no.
for. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one. This one was interesting to me. So, the Flames get Maverick Bourque, Matt Dumba, and a 2026 first round pick.
Oh,
Pick.
I want it.
First round pick from the Dallas Stars for Blake Coleman and a 6th.
Yes, fuck yeah, I take that. Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I take
actually,
that.
it's 2 firsts, isn't it?
Coleman's a great guy, but
I
he's
love
not
Coleman,
good.
but he's 35 or 36, and he has trade value. He's one of the grindiest, grittiest people in the league who a contender would want.
He's-
Like
he
the
doesn't have a-
Leafs need a player like
he doesn't have a
Coleman,
clause,
but
does he?
whoever it does. Oh, he would waive it to get moved. We're not winning shit. He's not winning shit here. I mean, he's won 2 cups, but still, I would take that in a heartbeat as a Flames player or a Flames fan or GM.
What do you guys think of Dallas' side? I mean, it's a win now move. It's definitely a win now move.
It is a win now move, but
it's a little bit of an overpayment. But I think adding Coleman to that team might be that little step that you need.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. What 2026 first round pick?
2026, so not this year. Next year.
It's a low end pick, but granted, the pool next year is deep. Like
Yeah, it's deep.
But Dallas is going to be up there again next year, no matter what happens. So I think that's a good deal for the Flames, and I think it's an okay deal for Dallas.
Okay, this next one.
Is it rage bait for Evan?
This one, no. It might just be rage bait. Period. Mikko Rantanen becomes a Toronto Maple Leaf.
Why?
I don't think he's going to stay in Carolina, but I don't know
with
if he'll go to...
$2 million retention from Carolina, so it's a $4.6 million salary.
For who?
For Matthew Nyes, Bobby McMahon, Fraser Minton, and a 2026 first-round pick.
Why would you trade Minton and Nyes? That's...
It depends. Like, the Leafs need a guy like Rantanen. Well, I don't know. Do they need a guy like Rantanen?
They don't need a guy like Rantanen. They have Marner. They have
both
Beverly
say
Styles.
no in that scenario.
They have Matthews. I wouldn't take that if I was Toronto. Because if you look at Nyes and
but Carolina too
really
is in
good.
a win now mode. They're gonna want someone back who's like Natchez or like Mikko Rantanen.
But like,
right?
why would you make that deal if you knew? Right? Like that's the thing.
I don't know if they knew.
I'm not sure if you want to move on to the Mikko Rantanen talk because this one's very interesting.
I was gonna
to
ask
me.
at the very end if you think he'd get traded. So, but
I mean, we could just start here and then I can move on later.
Sure.
Okay, so Mikko Rantanen. This
pedal
part,
back afterwards.
I'm really shocked about this because if you're Carolina, why would you trade Natchez if you at least knew this guy would be a rental?
Natchez was gone anyways. I don't know if
he's a
gonna
rental.
resign.
If he's a rental, yeah, but like you moved Natchez is such a huge
I think
piece,
either
right?
way, if
He's such a
Carolina
huge
can't
piece.
come to terms with him, they keep him for this run. They need
100%.
they need a cup. They're 0-12 in
You
the
go
last
into
3
this knowing it's a rental.
conference final games. Like, you get him as a rental. The only problem is you lose Natchez, who might resign somewhere or who might resign in Colorado. But even then, like, I don't know. Like, it sucks. But
What do you guys think about the rumors about the jokes of Rantanen going back to Colorado after playing one season in free agency? Can you imagine Colorado doing that? Imagine being the Colorado GM and re-signing Mikko Rantanen after trading him for Natchez.
Oh my God!
I don't think you have the salary.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Colorado
or
I guess they didn't offer him what he wants, but I'm kind of surprised that Mikko Rantanen has no interest in staying in Carolina.
I know, right? That's
Like,
a good
that's
team.
what I was
And I mean, you have Aho there too, right? Finnish
You'd
connection.
think with-
Nice
you think
area.
with Aho.
It's like 4 hours closer to Finland if you
Yep.
want to go home. It's in a warm area. Like,
He wants to play in the
lower
cold.
tax.
He wants to go to
It's
Winnipeg.
like-
I would say, and
Wants to go to Winnipeg.
no
Nobody
offense,
wants to go to Winnipeg,
the
dude.
Carolinas
Let's be honest.
are beautiful. Like seeing,
Yeah.
like,
They also have a fucking
beautiful.
crazy team. They got a good crowd.
Exactly.
And the Carolinas are probably one of the cheapest places to live in.
That's
there.
what
I'm just
It's
shocked
so
Carolina is talking about trading him again. That's just the
I
part
think
that
it's
gets
more
me.
him wanting to be traded.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
think it's more
Carolina
him
would want
not-
to move him. at
Really?
all. I'm sure they offered him like 10 mil, but he wants like 14 or 15, which I think is a way overpayment for even Mikko Rantanen. I would say
think-
he's worth no more than 10, 11
I
million,
said it.
but-
I'm going
or
to stand
12
by it.
mil,
I think
but-
Chicago's going to get him in the summer. And I think with this pressure of Bedard
But
too now.
why?
Because they need something to put next to
Well,
Bedard.
they want
Yeah.
him, but why would Rantanen take that?
Because you're going to give him $15 million.
Yeah, just hand him a $20 million paycheck for 5 years.
I mean, money talks, right?
I would just laugh if they do that and then Bedard leaves in free agency.
Bedard's not leaving
he's
for.
fucking 20.
He might
He's
leave
gonna be
in
an
free
RFA.
agency.
Fuck.
He's
dude.
20. He can't
I mean,
leave
he
anywhere.
could push his way out as an RFA. But again,
Sure,
Bedard
but
doesn't seem like the guy to do that, right? Like, let's be honest.
I don't know. Did you see how pissed off he looked in that penalty box the other day?
It's been a year to be a Vancouver Canuck.
Yes, sir.
Start the tampering now.
Yes, sir, dude.
Oh, speaking of Vancouver Canucks, forgot Matt Rempe has more goals in this calendar year than Elias
Elias
Pettersson.
Pettersson.
Reaction to that,
Is
Parker?
Petey washed?
Yes. Do you want to talk about that five?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that 5-2 game against the Anaheim Ducks where Arthur Shilov's put up a .84 save percentage?
Shilov is
No.
only good in the playoffs.
He is only good in the playoffs. If we're
He's
being
got
honest,
Demko
yeah.
is in his knee again.
He's got
Yeah.
he's got the worst Jordan Bennington clutch gene.
Yep. Yep. All right. I think we're going to move back to the trios.
Pedal
right?
back to the trades. Move
Back
on.
The trio.
Okay, so Carolina, who wins that steal?
I
Sorry,
would do it
could
in
you
the first
say it
place.
again?
So
No.
Leafs get Rantanen.
Oh yeah, the big pack.
$2 million.
I don't know. I think if Carolina knows 100% sure they're not going to be able to re-sign him, I think they'll probably take it because then they're going to feel like they lost 2 players for nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, let's be honest, Nyes, Minton, they're repackageable, right? To get another team. player,
100%.
so.
Yeah, or-
But as
yeah.
Carolina is, I don't know why as Toronto you do this. You have
I mean, you're all
I
in
can
now,
see
dude.
Toronto
Come
doing
on.
it.
You're all in now.
Yeah, but you already have
Just
Willie
the problem
Styles,
with
you already have
Toronto is that
Martin,
I would
you
rather
already
see them
have
put
Matthews.
those pools together to get someone like a defenseman or even a goal. No, actually, their goaltending has been pretty fucking good. At least they're defensemen.
All right.
They're not the what's it called?
This one is for my boy Parker here. Okay.
Oh, Vancouver trade. Let's go.
Pedersen for a bag of pucks.
So
Yes, take it.
My dad would take that
Besser?
in a heartbeat, dude.
Besser goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Dude, what am I
wait,
getting
speaking
from
of
Columbus,
Speaking of
dude?
which,
The killer of
Besser
talents.
Besser turned down a contract this morning from Vancouver.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besser goes to the Blue Jackets with a 4th round pick
Okay, with the 4th.
for
okay.
Chinakov and a 1st round pick, but it's an Oilers 1st round pick
Oilers first round pick.
in 2026.
I don't know if I want an Oilers first round pick, but
Well, I mean, it depends, right?
So first round
Deadline
pick,
is in
dude.
5 days, and if Besser doesn't get signed, right? But I think Besser's worth more, my opinion.
yeah,
Yeah?
he is worth
No?
more. He is
I think he's worth a
more.
little bit more.
Well, you gave
I mean, depends, though,
You gave
like, it's so
Pedersen
tough.
$11 million. So judging
Chinakov
off the
is
two right
24
now,
years old and has put up
Besser's worth
14 points
15.
in 21 games.
That's
If
not too
you-
bad.
if-
Like,
yeah. If you go
it's
off the-
crunch time, right? Like if you're Vancouver and you haven't had time to work out a deal that's better, then yeah, you're gonna probably take that deal
If-
because you don't want to lose him for nothing.
if you're Vancouver, you've already set the preset of Elias Pettersson being an $11 million player. So by that preset, Brock Besser is worth $15 million.
I don't think
Ken Holloway GMing. Is
I don't
this.
think that's the problem. I think Pedersen's playing too unselfish. Like he's making passes that he should just take the fucking shot.
Oh, he's pulling a Jonathan Huberdeau.
Yeah. You just take the fucking shot, dude. You
All
won
right.
the hardest shot competition for a reason, buddy. Use that twink strength for
This
a
one,
reason.
this one,
Fuck, man. Fuck, dude. I'm pissed. I'm actually upset.
that's a clip.
Buddy's
That's a
cheese.
clip.
I'm actually mad,
That's a
dude.
clip.
Buddy's pissed that the
You said-
2024-25 Flames are playing better than the Canucks right now.
Yeah. Fuck,
Okay.
and I should be.
Actually, speaking of the Flames and Canucks, this one's, I think, one of the most fair deals.
Okay.
Jonathan Huberdeau goes to the Vancouver Canucks
I
for
take it.
Elias
Yes.
Pettersson.
Fuck
Yes,
off.
yes, yes,
Pettersson,
fuck
half
yes,
retained.
yes,
yes.
Half
No.
retained too for Pettersson.
Both are half.
No.
No. Just Pettersson is half.
No.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I take that as a Flames
Take
fan.
no, dude.
Take that.
Fuck no.
I actually just made that one up to piss off Parker.
Yeah,
So.
fuck no, dude.
All right.
I don't care how shit PD plays. We're keeping him.
This one,
Might be forced
there's a
to.
lot of rumors around it. Jordan Binnington becomes an Edmonton Oiler.
Yeah.
Half
Skinner,
retained.
1-for-1.
Half retained.
What is his salary?
his salary is $6
6?
million.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Damn,
get
he's
$3
making more
million
than Demko.
for the next 3 years. Okay.
Demko
In
is
Edmonton.
on the IR.
I know.
The package back going to St. Louis is Stuart Skinner and 2 second-round picks, a 2025
that's a-
second and a 2026 second.
The issue.
Oilers need to take that deal.
Yes, I think they should make. If they want to win right now, then take that deal. The issue.
Forget winning now. If they had 900 goaltending in the last 2 years, they would have had a cup.
Yeah, I just Skinner. I don't know. I hate Skinner. I hate on Skinner a lot. But the issue I have is his age. He's very young. Like he's still 20.
Binnington's 29.
He's 20. Bennington's 29. Yes, but
With a cup championship and an international tournament win. Fuck, Edmonton needs to take that immediately.
I'm not saying I wouldn't take. I'm just saying I take a hesitation on that first. Like I can see where Oilers fans may not want that because of how young Stuart Skinner is.
I think you do it. I mean, you're on win now right now. It doesn't count.
McDavid's
he's this
also
young, like,
28. Fuck, this guy's only got
if
like a
you
year
have
left
Connor
before he
McDavid,
leaves.
you use your best to win.
How many years left on his contract?
On
2 years?
Benner?
3 years?
3.
No. Sorry, McDavid's contract? 2 years.
Does
He
McDavid?
can get an extension this summer.
He walks in 2 years if they don't get him extended or if they don't pick up a half decent defenseman or goaltender.
Yep.
Does Davo go to Toronto?
I should have gone to mock trade for that one. Holy
Does
shit.
Davo go to
You'd have to
Toronto?
get a
Alright.
fucking loan for that one.
This one is interesting because this guy hasn't been shopped around a lot, but I think he needs to be freed. Matthew Barzal goes to Boston.
For what?
Freed, he goes to
McAvoy.
Boston. It's a wild
Yeah,
statement,
no,
dude.
dude. Fuck.
that ain't gonna help him at
Well,
all.
I mean,
Freed
the
to play with Brad Marchand.
The defensive system of New York, I think, is really holding him back. Again, that's me personally. New York Islanders get Elias
I haven't-
Lindholm back, Philip Lysell, and a first-round pick in 2026.
I haven't watched an Islanders game to know about anything. So.
Yeah, I haven't
Barzal's
watched an
good,
Islanders
but
game.
Barzal's
Well,
good,
I don't
yeah.
know, but
I might
like,
watch an Islanders game, but
I think. Sorry,
They gotta
Well,
add
we know what
Tony
you're watching
D'Angelo.
for.
yeah, dude.
Sorry.
What was the sorry Barzell
So
for
Barzell goes to Boston for Lindholm, Lysell, and a first-round pick.
Elias Lindholm?
Yes.
I would say that Islanders take that trade.
Yeah?
I don't know. Like
think if you're
Barzell's
Boston-
good. I think it's good. I think it's mutually good, right? Like Barzell finally gets to play with a half decent
Yeah.
team, but you also get
Half decent. being the keyword.
noted 40-goal scorer with a good player, Elias Lindholm, or that needs a good player, Elias Lindholm, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's
just
okay
don't-
both ways.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like Boston's not a half bad team. If Barzell wants out, I would even look at somewhere else other than Boston.
Barzell's only good years been his rookie year. He's gonna want out.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think getting Lindholm, like, let's be honest, Elias Lindholm, I think fits the Islanders. right?
Dog shit.
That
Just kidding, yes.
defensive kind of play, Elias Lindholm, I think, really fits him.
What did they sign him to? 8 years for a two-way defense.
8
years for a two-way
no, sorry,
forward is
7 by
brutal.
7.8.
Yeah. I'm just happy the Flames didn't sign that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And then Lysell's a good prospect. He's been up there for a little bit. So
I think
Okay.
that's a good deal both ways.
last mock trade that I have here. Dylan Cousins has been in a lot of rumors, right?
Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Dylan Cousins goes to Utah with a 4th-round pick for Hayton, Michelli, Soderstrom, and a 2nd-round pick.
I think Utah says no.
I think Utah's.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Utah says no.
I don't think that Dylan Cousins. I don't know.
I don't think he's worth as much.
I think
as that
Dylan
is.
Cousins is going to be so good. To me, again, I look at the Sam Reinhart deal, right? That's what I'm kind of looking at for Dylan Cousins. I think he can be a Sam Reinhart. Like,
So we're just saying that
kinda-
Buffalo can't develop prospects. But we're saying
I mean,
Let's be fair. Sam Reinhardt, 2nd overall pick.
Yeah.
Look at that. Sam Reinhart got traded, wins a cup. Jack Eichel traded, wins a cup.
Oh wait,
Like,
no. Who am I thinking of? Who's the guy on Florida that everybody hates?
Bennett.
Well, Jack Eichel
No,
was
no,
developed
no, it was
well in
Cousins, I
Buffalo.
thought.
Let's be honest. Jack Eichel
Oh,
was
Nick
developed
Cousins.
well in
Nick
Buffalo,
Cousins.
No,
but
this
he
is
only
Dylan
went
Cousins.
to
Sorry,
win
I
This is
think
Dylan
surgery.
Cousins.
Dylan Cousins. I still think Utah says no, but Dylan Cousins is better than.
Dylan, and he's young. He's like 23.
Yeah, he's
He's
24.
already proven he can be a great two-way center in this league.
30 points
And
in 57 games.
Frankly, I
Not
think
bad.
it's just Buffalo.
Yeah,
I'll
we
say
know
it.
that though.
I don't know.
We've known that for a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
my last mock deal. Which one out of all of those do you think is the most likely?
Not the Rantanen one.
I think just because the world hates me, the Pedersen-Huberdeau trade is probably.
Probably. Would you want Pedersen?
I think the Stuart Skinner and
Yeah,
I think that's probably the most
Yeah.
likely. Yeah,
As-
look at that.
Yeah, probably
I think
the
also the Dallas one. I can see Coleman going to Dallas.
I can see that too.
That's
one,
a good
yeah,
one.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Back
that's a
home.
really good deal.
Play at home for his last 2 years.
Plus, his family's there, so if
Exactly.
his parents are there and he wants to have his kids and his wife there.
Let's
as
be
well,
honest.
'cause-
What, he's 33?
Yeah.
30
Yeah,
somewhere? Yeah.
34.
He's around there. Again, he has already won a cup, but if he wants to
cups.
get another one, there's no better place than going home. Let's be honest.
Plus,
Dallas
he's-
fits him so well.
Forget the cup portion. Just going
Well,
home.
there's the other end of it,
going,
like,
going home in general. Like
a guy like Coleman-
he has 2 or 3 kids, and he has a wife now and everything like that. And Dallas and Texas is notably cheaper than Canada. So why wouldn't he take that?
A guy like Coleman, though, he also depends if you look at the other end. He might like being a guy that plays, decent amount of minutes every night, and who could, like last year, put up 30 goals, right? He wouldn't have put that up if we weren't playing him all the time, right? So maybe he likes that aspect of it too. Depends.
I think. Oh, here's what I think. Okay.
Like he's won 2 cups, maybe he just wants to be.
If you wanted to send Coleman to somewhere like Vancouver, who would you want back from him?
To Vancouver.
To Vancouver, who would
Pedersen.
you?
I wouldn't mind
Vancouver.
Coleman. I wouldn't mind having Coleman. I like
need some
Coleman.
grit.
That's what I'm
We
thinking.
do.
Like, the only grit you guys have is Kiefer Sherwood.
Yeah,
I
know.
would want to try to get someone young, right? Because if we're
Would
still
you-
building.
would you try and do this? Like if you
A Coleman trade is a win now trade.
We need to take like
if you send Coleman and like let's say a prospect with like a pick,
could do
would
like
you-
the younger Pedersen and a third or
would you-
something.
Or well, I think like if you want to do like
I would
like,
take Marcus Pedersen.
like-
for
No,
Cole.
not Marcus.
No, Elias Pedersen.
Like
Oh, the younger Elias.
Yeah, the
If
younger,
you-
younger Elias.
you-
He's a solid D man right now.
He is
but
actually. He looks pretty
you could do
decent.
that,
he does.
or you could
he's
do
6'4". He's
or you could do for example
We already robbed Brustevich from you.
Probably
I
scored
feel
more
bad
goals
doing
than the
it
other
again.
Elias.
that's true.
you could also do Coleman with a Flames prospect and a third.
I
for
think we
someone
should
like
just relocate Vancouver, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
Would you take Besser if the option if everything come to the Flames
I don't
for
know.
Coleman and like a prospect and a pick?
Well, the last time they took a sniper from Vancouver, it didn't work out the best. With
That is fair.
Kuzmenko.
Yeah, but
But,
Kuzmenko
like,
doesn't have a work ethic.
With all due respect, I don't think we got Kuzmenko for like he wasn't the main part of the deal. It was the first
No.
and then Bruce Stewart or something.
Brustevich.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it.
Kuzmenko's
There's a
a
BR and a Z
Brustevich
so
or
close to each
however
other.
you say
So.
his
He was a necessary evil.
He was a necessary evil.
Also, Matvey Michkov is leading the league in points since the Four Nations.
He's gonna get benched next game thanks to Torres.
Yes,
so
he
it does
is.
that.
Yeah.
All right, time to go on to our last segment of the day. Welcome
All
back
right.
to
It's gonna be a short one.
welcome back to our hot
Yep.
takes. This week's episode. Evan.
Yay.
All right, hit us.
My hot take. I'll start with the lesser ones. Winnipeg gets knocked out first round.
I
All right.
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
yeah,
Agree.
yeah,
Agree.
agree.
Because
Agree.
who they're lining up
You
to
hear
play.
that, Devin? You hear that? You hear
I
that?
don't know. Isn't it either Colorado or Kings are most likely?
Yeah, they're not going to play an easy
Like I
team.
think if they play the Kings, I think Vancouver.
Well, okay.
Or I think
Hypothetically,
You
if
think Vancouver?
Winnipeg,
Sorry, Winnipeg.
Let's go.
Winnipeg stops today, right? The league stops today. Winnipeg still ends up first in the West, right? They would either play looks like Calgary or Vancouver.
Oh, yeah, they play second
Vancouver
wild
right now.
card.
It'd be Vancouver right now.
Actually, I take that back. I think either way, Winnipeg wins that. I was thinking they were playing the
Yo.
first wild card.
I mean, I agree that Winnipeg beats Vancouver, but still, it hurts.
Still, ouch.
Still,
it-
like, damn, bro.
If the Flames were to make the playoffs in this far-fetched season, it'd be a sweep in the first round. It would not be. It would not be fun.
Yeah. You're going to...
And then in my East
Burn a
is that
jersey.
my hot take is that the Rangers figure their shit out and they actually have a good playoff run.
I had that hot take too. I believe in that. I completely do. I said the Rangers are going to
How
make
many
the
points
conference
back
finals.
are they from the wild card?
The East is
4 points. They're 4 points back from the wild card where everybody's tied. or
Yeah,
something?
4 points back.
Isn't Detroit in a wild card right now?
They are
Detroit's
in
the
wild card,
first,
and-
and then Columbus is second.
Columbus is
wild card.
second.
Yeah.
Does Patty Kane go on another cup
Dude, he's
run?
been on a heater this last
Actually,
week.
Does he
the
go on a
wild card
cup
in the
run
East is
with
tied with
Detroit?
66 points each.
With who?
Both like Detroit and Columbus are tied with 66 points.
And then Rangers
And
are at
then Rangers
62?
Rangers are technically in third, but they're tied with Ottawa and Boston.
So the
By what,
second worst
62?
team in the East
and then Montreal 61.
is only 9 points away. They're only 9 points away from a wild card.
Whereas the worst team in the West is a lot of math at like 25,
39 to 65.
26 probably.
Yeah. Let's be honest. The West is a little locked up, I want to say. I mean, Utah's at 63.
You know what's kind of
Calgary's
scary
at
for me?
64.
That they take the winner of each division, the first place in each division plays wild card 1 and 2.
Yep.
And right
I think
now,
the West
Damn,
is
Alex,
set
why you
first
looking at
wild
me
card
like that,
through the
bro?
division,
Shit.
Right.
minus
Shit,
second
dog.
wild.
right now Vegas
Fuck, just
versus
say
Colorado
something.
first round, and that's
Damn.
scary to me.
I don't know. Colorado, I think, is.
Oh, Colorado
Right.
Vegas would be such a fun series.
It's
Again,
scary
yeah,
though.
run it back.
Such a fun series.
Did they
Kinda
just play last
scary,
year?
though. Yeah.
Colorado won in Game 7.
No.
No, we were Dallas. We
Yeah,
were
you played
Dallas.
Dallas. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
a great
Dallas.
series.
Year
That was a really
before
good
they were-
series.
I was in Canmore and I drank a lot that night.
I mean,
Okay.
you guys kind of deserved it for
All
LTIR and everyone.
Yeah.
All right, is any more hot takes,
one,
Evan?
It was a bit of a far-fetched one, but not far-fetched. But I guess we saw it there that we could maybe see Utah make the playoffs in this season. But that would be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
It's not a bit of
Yeah,
a hot
yeah.
take. And then my last one, or my biggest one, is that Rantanen is not worth $14 million.
I agree with
He
you.
is
I
not
agree, yeah,
worth
I
14
agree. No,
million.
he's not worth
I
No,
think
he's
he is
not.
going to sign for 14 million though.
I think he
think
signs
someone
for
will find
12.
him.
I think he signs for
I think
12.
it's
I would
14.
say that he's worth
it's
no
I think he
more
goes to
than
the
11.5,
KHL for
12 mil.
16 million Russian rubles.
It's like $20.
Yeah, exactly.
$20, dude.
That'd be a good one.
Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's worth. Like I mean, he's been top 10 in scoring the last few years. I'm pretty sure, at least close to it. But I don't know if 14 million is because he's kind of. I mean, I don't want to say he's proving it right now, but like Natchez is like almost 2 points per game. While I think Radson's only like half a point right now for each. Since the trade, like I don't know, I just think it's tough to demand a trade like that. Not demand a trade. Sorry, demand like 14 mil and whatever.
I did you need, my bad.
Yeah, I know. You got some nice knees, bud. Holy.
Thank you, my friend.
This is a great podcast, guys.
Yeah, man.
You're
This is an
professional.
incredible podcast.
I guess
Hey.
not a hot take, but I just want to mention it. For the next World Cup of Hockey, 2028, how are they going to do like the European nations? Like I know Pasternak was pretty vocal that he wanted to see Czechia play, but
they've already said they're not doing it to Team Europe.
They're gonna
they
just
said
do
they're
the
not
8 best
doing any
teams.
conglomerate teams, but 8 best teams. So what? Let's say Russia's in, Canada, U.S., Finland, Sweden,
They already
and
released
then
them.
where else do you go from there?
Germany, Czechia,
So like
Latvia.
Germany's the best one, but then
Czechia.
but there's only how many German?
Stutzla, Draisaitl, Sider, Grubauer, Cahoon.
But like I'm just saying, like the talent drops off pretty quick once
Oh,
you
it
go
does.
past
100%,
the front.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like Pasternak wants to play, but Czechia's like they won bronze at the World Championships. That's the World.
No,
Championships,
they're
though.
defending world champions.
At the World Championships.
At the
I
World
know,
Champions,
but I'm
yeah.
saying like how many like that's still a competitive tournament by far. But I'm just saying like, if you do best on best, like how many Czech players are there in the league total? Like you might like it's gonna be pretty close to be able to make a pretty good roster.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
I mean, like, who's the 8th team? Because
and then even who's then? Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Slovakia,
It's
could
probably
be
the
s-
Baltic,
it
but
could
like,
be
but I don't know how
Slovakia,
you
could
can do. Like, I don't
be-
mind
I don't know.
seeing.
Latvia, Denmark.
How many
Yeah.
teams were there in 2016? Were there 6?
There
It
were
could be
6 international teams and then 2 conglomerate teams.
Could be
I think you
Switzerland,
have to those
maybe.
conglomerate teams. Like, I don't know how you're gonna. I don't like.
So do you keep the U23 team, the North America team?
I think it would be awesome to see the
Okay,
U23
so
team because
I love
here's
it,
the thing. Like, let's say in 3 years, Bedard might not. I mean, Bedard's in the cuff. He might not make the big team. Celebrini might not make the big team. You might see like Perek might not make the big team. People like this who deserve to be at like the best on best, but maybe they play a U23. Like that's what I liked about that. Like that 2016 team, the North American, they didn't medal. Like they didn't do very well, but that team was electric to watch. You had Gaudreau, fucking McKinnon, McDavid, Hellebuck was the goalie, right? Like, you had all these crazy starting players that are now, like, the top end of the talent, right?
The first line was Matthews, Scheifele,
Sorry,
McDavid.
Matthews, too, Scheifele. Like, I think the North American team is a good look, but that's the one I can see them doing without. But the European team, I don't know how you're going to do it without a Team Europe.
Didn't they have like Gaudreau and Monahan on
Could
the
you
4th
do
line? That team?
like would you do a Team Germany and then a team whatever maybe else you can pick and then a
Team Germany,
European
Team
team.
Czechia,
So-
and then Team Europe.
My proposition is you take the 7 best teams just off of IIHF rankings, and then the last one is a Europe team.
rest of world?
Because I mean, let's be honest. I think they'd still be somewhat competitive.
You
Having
actually, I
Kopitar,
kind of like the idea of a rest of world because then you get some of the Belarusian players if they
like
make a
Kopitar.
spot,
Slovenia's
or
not making it.
Kopitar or yeah.
Yeah,
like-
I love it. Oh, Switzerland. That's who we're forgetting.
Oh yeah, they'd be
Yeah.
good.
One thing- yeah.
One thing I
Sure,
was
you
gonna-
got Aho too.
Saros. No, Saros is finished. Oh my
Well,
god.
I was
what am I
gonna
thinking?
say
No,
so
Aho's.
they-
Yeah,
they-
Yeah,
it's-
Saros is finished. What am I
They
thinking?
released the teams for the Olympics, and I think it'll be similar to that.
You got
Not
the-
It'll have to
exactly-
be.
Dude, Team
So,
Switzerland
in-
has the better
in the-
Sebastian
But Olympics,
Aho.
you can't do conglomerate teams.
No,
obviously.
but in the Olympics
no,
they have
he's
Canada,
Swedish.
Sweden, Switzerland, Italy. Italy's because they're hosting.
Yes.
Finland, Germany, Czechia, Denmark, and then that's so Group A is Canada, Sweden, Switzerland, Italy. Group B is Finland, Germany, Czechia, Denmark. Group C is Russia, U.S., Slovakia, and Latvia.
yeah, you know Denmark also
That
has some
is-
good players in the league.
that-
The
but
U.S.
keep
has
in mind-
such an easy group.
They have Russia.
Russia's not making it.
Well, no. That is if
The Olympics,
if,
they might.
if Russia can figure out the political situation,
Whatever
Russia
it
will be
is,
in.
I'm just saying,
if
I
Russia
like the conglomerate teams.
does not figure it out, then this will be the
I'm
groups.
pretty sure the IIHF said no, but again, it's still the
It's-
IOC.
it's-
No,
it's
the IIHF does what the IOC says, and they already banned them for the juniors and the world championships, but the Olympics are still on. They're still on the table. They haven't decided yet.
They haven't decided yet. So if in the case of because I'm getting this off IIHF themselves, in the case Russia is not allowed to play, the group A will be Canada, Switzerland, Czechia, and France, as France is the second best ranked team.
I
in
can only
Olympic
name
qualification.
Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
And then group B will be Finland, Sweden, Slovakia, Italy.
Texier, that's another one. Sorry.
Is he French? Is
think he
he?
is.
I thought he was Canadian. I don't know.
So group B will be Finland, Sweden, Slovakia, Italy.
It'll
Group C will be the U.S., Germany, Latvia, and Denmark.
That's different though because it's tough because you don't know who.
I know, but I'm saying if
I'm
they're
just
doing
saying
it off
for
this sort of
World
thing,
Cup of hockey, it's gonna be different.
If they're doing it like this sort of thing, I'd probably take Canada, Switzerland, Czechia,
And I think the
Finland,
World-
Sweden, Slovakia, U.S., Germany.
I think the World
and
Cup
then
of
maybe
hockey would
Latvia.
be good to do a Team North America because then you showcase who's gonna be at the next Olympics.
I like it. I love Team North America.
I like North
I
America.
thought it was
The Team
gimmicky at
Europe,
first.
you
I
can
loved
work
it.
The Team Europe one you could work around if you don't want to do it or whatever. But I think the Team North America is a good idea.
I love that. Yeah.
I don't mind
with
it. I don't mind it.
I don't know. Did you want to wrap it up there, guys?
I think we're good.
I think we got it right
Alright.
there. So thank you guys for watching or listening. Same thing. We'll be back next week at some point. Have a great day.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
see you later.
Don't
Like
forget
and
to like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Thank you, Parker.